Hi guys! Okay, so a few weeks ago I did a haul video for you where I said I might do a review of a comic that I bought. Yeah, I got that, and I might do a review on that actually if it's any good. See, I said that. Anyway, this is that review of said comic. Today I will be reviewing Batman and the Black Mirror. Now this comic was released on the 23rd of November 2011 and is by Scott Snyder and is part of DC's New 52 series. Now in this comic it is actually Dick Greyson who is donning the Batman cape. So this takes place in the time when Bruce Wayne is stuck in time. Now Dick Greyson being in a suit does really kind of change the narration in the story. Like compared to other Batman comics, the narrations are all kind of like reminiscent of when he was training with Batman and when like his time in the circus, that kind of thing, and just doesn't have that same kind of darkness as when Bruce Wayne was in the cape. And I think that's something that's really quite clever and quite unique to do. The main characters in this story, obviously you've got Dick Grayson's Batman, you've got Oracle, Red Robin, Jim Gordon. Now the main villains in this story, we've got the Joker, we've got Tiger Shark, we've got some villain whose name I cannot pronounce, so it's going to be there. And also this is a spoiler alert, so I'll give you 2 seconds to either skip ahead or turn the sound off or whatever. So James Gordon is the main villain. Now there are quite a few like side plots to this story, but the main story mainly focuses upon Jim Gordon's complicated relationship with his son, and that's really much as far as I can go. I can't really go that far without giving away too much of the story. But for me personally, I really loved the references to other Batman stories. For example, at the very beginning there is an auction taking place, and in that auction is the actual crowbar that was used to beat to death Jason Todd. Also, we do get a cameo appearance from Tony Zuko's daughter. Now for anyone who doesn't know, Tony Zuko was actually the guy who killed Dick Grayson's parents. At the very beginning of the story, Batman is infected with this poisonous gas which causes him to hallucinate, and that kind of like threw me off a lot of the time, because you weren't sure what he was seeing was real or if it was part of the story. And the thing is, there are certain points even throughout half the story where they would still kind of pop up, so you were kind of like thrown as to what was real and what wasn't, and all the twists, all the turns, all the gritty sort of dark angst. I loved it. It was definitely my kind of comic and just proves my love of Batman even more.
The artwork is classic Batman, very dark with colours only being used when necessary. I love the main use of the colour red. I love how in lots of places they make the sky red, which kind of gives it like this apocalyptic kind of feel to it.
Took me about 3 weeks to read. I bought it for $15.99 and was definitely worth the money. It was very thick. There was a lot to it. It was about, there was about probably 8 to 10 comics in this one graphic novel, so it's definitely worth the money and definitely worth picking up should you want a good Batman read. Anyway, that was my review today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up because I would really appreciate it. And if you would like to, please subscribe. I put out videos every single week in relation to comics, music, games, tattoos and piercings. So I'm sure there is something you would like. See you next week with my next video. Thank you. Bye.